Today, we're gonna go through Scott Devine's entire bass collection.
Oh my word.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, you haven't seen this one?
Dear God. We're gonna ask Scott what stays and what goes.
This is an outlandish amount of basses. There's no excuse other than the time I've been playing, which is nearly 30 years. So I am kind of like a wannabe minimalist. I'm not even sure, this doesn't link up with this at all. So I was talking to Ian a few weeks ago and I was like, I need to sell some basses. I'm not sure. Like, you know, I've been thinking about selling all my basses and keeping just like one or two. Again, I'm not sure. All that to say that I need you guys to help me, and we thought it'd be cool to make a video today that shows all of the basses that I've got. There's some stuff here that you won't have seen before, some really old stuff that really defines certain points in my life cycle as a bass player, but also basses that you won't have seen before. So
it starts with Overwater.
Yeah, it starts with Overwater, and this is one of my first Overwaters. The reason why I began playing Overwaters because I made Overwaters when I was a kid. That was my first job out of school.
Just sanding basses all day.
Sanding basses all day and setting up basses. Yeah. I set up an extreme amount of basses. And I finished school, like I left school when I was like 16, 17, got an apprenticeship making basses at Overwater Basses. And ultimately that's why I started playing bass in the first place, because I was like 17 or 18. Yeah. And Chris, shout out to Chris, my boss, hey Chris. He was like, you should think about playing bass. And I was like, what? Like, he was like, yeah, you should think about playing bass. There's loads of guitar players, because I did play guitar at that point. And I was like, oh, maybe I should. And, you know, switched to bass, and the rest is history, as they say. But this is my first, it's not my first Overwater bass, but it is my first signature bass.
SD Sig, dude.
Yeah, which is a bit of a cheat, because I actually, like, I didn't work at Overwater at the point, you know, that I got this made. But it was still a cheat, because I knew Chris really well. I was like, hey, maybe we should do a signature bass. And he was like, yeah, maybe we should. For me, this really defines the era of the 5-string high C kind of like fashion that was going on at the time. It's a 5-string, but it's E, A, D, G, C, and everything's small on it. So it's like a 33-inch scale bass. The string spacing is really small. I think it's like 16 mil between each of the strings, and that gives me the ability to play sort of, you know, like all of that stuff. But also, it's for the. It was really, you know, really great for chordal stuff as well, because it's closer.
Yeah.
The pickups as well, by the way, they're really close, because I wanted to have the bridge pickup is in the usual position that that a bridge pickup would be on a bass like this. But the neck pickup, I just brought it forward for two reasons. Number one, I wanted to be able to get kind of like a P-bass vibe if I wanted to. That didn't work. It doesn't sound anything like a P-bass. So this is like a...
It's its own thing.
It's its own thing. Yeah. It sounds like a neck pickup on an active bass, which is what it is, right? And this is no diss against Overwater. Just like if you get any modern active bass and push the neck pickup back, it ain't going to sound like a P-bass. Right. A P-bass sounds like a P-bass. But also, because I like the ramp. Like, because Gary Willis had a ramp, you know, and a ramp is where if you prefer the feel of the pickups underneath your fingers when you're playing the strings, like I do, what this did is extend that feeling, so I could really get the pickups right underneath the strings to extend that feel. And you actually don't like that, do you? You like to sort of like feel. Yeah,
I don't want the ramp to be so close to my fingers. I like a little bit of space so I can dig if I want to.
Yeah, and it's got an ash body, Wenge neck. And and that's about it. Okay, I'm interrupting this broadcast really, really quickly just to let you know that this bass here that you're going to see in this video, I'm actually giving it away. Yes, this very bass and 4 other basses from my personal bass collection. I'm giving away my Ken Smith White Tiger, giving away my VF4 beautiful F-Bass, my VF6, and an Ibanez Gary Willis signature along with this bass. Now, if you want to be in a chance with winning one of these amazing basses, it is completely free to enter. All you need to do is go to winabassbuildaschool.com or just click the link in the description. Now, with that said, let's get back to the video.
Talk to us about this one.
This one is an Overwater as well. It's more like a P.
It sounds like an active P-bass.
Yeah, it doesn't sound exactly like a P-bass because it's active. It's got a buffer circuit in it that you can see there, alder body. It's got a reverse P pickup. So normally this side of the P pickup is over here and this side is over here. The theory here was we were going to do the reverse P, which is on like Spectre basses have this as well, right? Reverse P, so you get a bit of a tighter bass response and a bit of a warmer treble response on the D and the G strings. But the byproduct of that is that it doesn't sound exactly like a P bass.
Right.
You know, and it's got an active circuit and it's got an extra fret or an extra, how many frets has a P bass got?
20?
We'll find out because I've got a P-Bass. We'll
20?
find it. So we're like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 2 frets.
2 extra frets.
Yeah, and they didn't charge me any more for it either,
that's nice.
which is great, you know. I got those for free. But it's a great sounding bass. And also, it's got these cool hip shop tuners on that I really like as well. Like these, you know, the gunmetal. And then the last one, well, not the last over, we've actually got some more Overwaters coming, but the last one for this segment is this bass that actually there's a wire come out inside, so it's not working at the minute. But again, it's an Overwater, and this was in my Steve Swallow stage.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
I said earlier, I was like, each one represents a stage. Well, this one here, this was the, you know, the Matt Garrison, Tony Gray, Yannick Guizdala, like that scene that was going on there. That was that phase.
And this was Steve Swallow.
Yeah, this was the Steve Swallow.
Known for
phase.
playing with a pick. So were you playing this with a pick?
I was playing this with a pick, and it's also 33-inch scale, so it's small.
Yeah.
It's an inch smaller than usual, and it's got really tight strings. Basically.
Yeah, it does.
I think that this might be 15 mil, but it might be 16. You know, but like super tight.
Yeah.
Like you can't. I can't comfortably play it with fingerstyle, and yeah, but it's awesome. Doesn't work at the minute, but it's awesome.
Are we cracking open a case?
Right, I'm not sure if you guys can see all of this, but we have got so many. Oh, this is the cool thing. We don't know what's in them all. We don't.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, speaking of P-Bass.
Speaking of P-Basses, this bits of this and bits of that.
Completely different vibe than the Overwater, right? Nylon tapes, but also, hold on. What's going on with the body and the neck?
Okay, yeah, they don't go together. Moollon Body, which is a great, where's he based
South Korea.
South Korea. Moollon Body, which was this great kind of, I'm not sure what the color is, but it's sexy.
It's like gunmetal, dude.
Gunmetal, yeah. And it's got a Fender custom shop neck on it. Because one of my other basses, like some of you guys will remember, the P-Bass of Doom, which we'll be getting out soon, has the neck on it from this bass.
You did a swap.
I did a swap.
And you made people furious.
I did make people furious, yeah. Because I think that the neck on the Moollon I preferred the you know, the feel of it.
Yeah.
This is more of a traditional, it's like a wider neck. It just feels more like a traditional 59 neck, and I preferred the Moollon neck. So, you know, so I swapped it out, and I'm still glad I did it.
Are we cracking open another one?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So this is a Yamaha BB 80s?
Yeah, I would say mid to late 80s. Those have such a character to them.
They're awesome.
They're really cool.
Who's your favorite player that plays one of these, Ian?
I do love me some Jonathan Marin.
Who else? Who else plays a BB?
Victor Broden. I love Victor Broden.
Yeah.
He plays a BB. Who else for you?
I'm trying to think. Like, who played the BB?
I mean, Tony Canal.
Oh,
Tony Canal from No Doubt.
No Doubt, yeah. They're great basses. For me, one of the greatest 80s basses, actually. Yeah, wildly sort of like underappreciated by so many players. And they sound really, really different for me to a P-Bass. And I generally, when I'm playing this, I'm only playing it on the neck pickup. I don't really dig the sort of like the bridge pickup. I was inspired to get one by Jonathan Marin, who is, you know, fantastic New York City bass player, has done a bunch of stuff for SPL as well. So here's the interesting thing, that's just the neck pickup. That doesn't sound anything like a P-Bass.
No.
To my earlier point, right, you can have a P-Bass pickup and it just doesn't sound anything like a P-Bass, you know.
This is also neck through. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think how they wire the pickups too in series or parallel or something is different about the BB wiring. I can never keep it straight.
I can never understand what it was, but yeah, it was like parallel or series. Somebody knows there, somebody watching this video knows, let us know in the comments and we can pin it and let everybody know. This one was a total nightmare to get. These are hard to get now.
Yeah.
And I think largely because of me and you talking about Jonathan Marin on the podcast. You keep that one.
Okay.
Have you felt naked without a bass, by the way?
A little, yeah, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Let's see what this is.
What's in here?
Oh. This is a keeper. Don't get excited, anybody.
This bass that Scott is pulling out now is legendary. It's legendary.
This is the bass that so many people have tried to buy from me in the past.
Is that right?
Yeah.
This is, if I'm not mistaken, the P-Bass of Doom.
P-Bass of Doom?
I've never seen a cooler custom shop finish, I think, than this one.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's almost like the reverse of Candy Apple Red. It's like they flipped the layers because I feel like there's a gold layer that's greened out, there's a red layer, and then a white layer.
Yeah,
that's what they make Candy Apple Red from.
3, 4. There's like 4 layers of color on
blue
it.
too?
Yeah, there's like the white, red, gold,
Yeah.
undercolor, and then white again.
Oh, you're right. Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 layers.
It's
on
crazy.
there.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it's
and
cool.
the fact that you swapped the necks kills me.
Does it kill you?
I
if you
hate it.
I hate it.
Yes, my OCD won't allow it. But I have no choice. You didn't ask me.
It sounds great though,
It's
right?
so cool, dude.
It sounds great. My favorite P-Bass isn't this one, and it isn't here today.
So brutal.
Ian was just like, where's the Alinto? And Jack shout out to Jack. Jack from SBL has got the Alinto at his place. So that is the only bass of my entire collection that's not going to make what did they call it? An appearance. It's not going to make an appearance today because Jack stole it for now. 59 reissue, yeah.
59 reissue, P-Bass of Doom, with a Moollon neck.
With a Moollon neck.
Sacrilege!
So a little bit slimmer, Moollon neck plate thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the pickguard is, this is all from the Fender, correct?
This is all from Fender, all the pickups and stuff like this. And it's got this awesome, feel that on the pickguard. They've just done such a great job. I've never seen a relic as good as this yet.
Wow.
I'm sorry about the neck. I'm sorry about the neck.
Here, give it to me.
I'll get another one out.
Oh, dude. Lil Willis.
Oh, Willis. This represents, I guess, an era.
Yeah, right.
Or a teacher of mine from the past. This bass is awesome.
Yeah. This
This is the Gary Willis signature bass. Fretless. Get a bit of vibe on there.
Yeah. You studied with Gary too, right? I mean, you spent some time
Yeah.
formative years studying with Gary in Barcelona. Would fly, right?
Yeah.
I love those stories.
Yeah, so I really wanted to go to Leeds College of Music. Leeds College of Music, I hope you're listening. I really wanted to go to Leeds College of Music, but I did terribly in school. So I went to my audition at Leeds College of Music. The audition went great, but when they looked at my grades, they were about to do the handshake. As they were looking at they were like, just, where are your exam results? And I was like, I didn't get any. I kind of left school early and stuff like that. And they were like, you can't get in. You need to go on this. It was called the Access course. And the Access course for me right then, I just felt, I was like, no freaking way.
Yeah.
So, long story short, couldn't get into music school back then. And decided to create my own music school. Because music school, I just figured, well, what do? You get access to students to play with. Well, I moved in a house full of students that were at the college. So I was hanging around playing with all the students, doing all the jam sessions. And then I found my own teachers. So I was flying out to Barcelona to study with Gary Willis, who just moved over from LA and relocated to Spain. And so I was flying out there like once a month to study with Gary. And it was like 30 or 40 quid a flight on EasyJet at the time. So it was actually like super affordable. And I did the math once. It was like I saved a lot of money. And then, yeah, I saved a lot of money. Yeah,
bet you did.
Yeah. And so I've always been a massive fan of Willis and wanted to, this came up on Reverb or something like that. And I was, you know, geeking out on fretlesses at the time. And I was just like, I've got to get one. They're really unique. They're really light.
Yeah.
So swamp ash body, like super light.
We get in on these tuners too.
Yeah.
The tuners are really interesting.
Tuners are really great. Gary designed these. The neck itself is really thin, like this way, because the string spacing is 16.5. It's also really thin this way as well, front to back, which I really love. It's got the ramp that Gary's known for. It's got one, I think this is a single coil. I think it's a single coil. I could be wrong, even though it looks like a dual coil. And then it's got a bass and treble. I normally crank the bass all up and then leave the treble as is. And it just sounds, you know, it's got that, you know. That vibe. Yeah, it's got that Willis vibe going on. Just it sounds just like Gary.
Yeah.
You know, which is kind of why I didn't use it on that project.
Yeah,
I was
sure.
like, because I didn't want to be a little Willis.
It's very, yeah, it's very signature.
Oh, man,
yeah, crack one open.
So many basses.
Now I'm just chilling with the bass. You're doing all the work here. Oh, look at this.
You're gonna take this. Put that one down. You grab this. This is.
Oh, wow. So we don't know.
I forgot to look, didn't I? It's like I think it's a 74.
Gosh, this bass, man. Where did you get it?
This dude called Paul online saw it come up for sale, and I was like, "Oh, look at that thing!
Yes.
Like it looks obscene, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's just like it's great, and it also came with all of the chrome guard that you love, and I just took that straight off.
It's like a knife to the. It's like it just got me.
Ian was like,
It just
"No!"
got me.
But dude, this thing sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds great, doesn't
It does.
it? Yeah.
Bridge pickup. Neck pickup. It's one of my favorite sounds of all time. Beautiful bass.
It's just a great representation of what a 70s jazz can be. Because, you know, like,
chunky neck.
everybody kind of knows it. Like, there's some dogs out there.
Yes.
When it comes to 70s jazz basses, there's some real dogs. This is the opposite. It's in the top 2 70s jazz basses I've ever played, for me.
So
It just feels so comfortable, man. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, this stays, dude.
that was chorus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so dirty, you know. Love it. Okay.
Great.
Next one coming out.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some of these. Oh, this is a nice bass in here. This is an amazing bass.
Oh, look at that.
This is so nice.
Oh, yeah. Wow, it's cool. And you had lines put in this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So this is like the neck pickup.
That's gorgeous. Yes.
You know, it's like,
Can I try this really quick?
Yeah.
I had a fretless that got away that did this thing in the bottom where these notes.
it's not, it hasn't got that I know what you're talking about, that sort of like, yeah.
But I mean, honestly though, that's a really lovely note, that low C. What a sound.
But this is one of my favorite basses, but I really feel at home on that.
It's awesome.
It's a BNF 5 F-Bass 5-string. It's essentially like a jazz bass on steroids. We've got 2 single coils. These controls here are just like a jazz bass, volume, tone. Then you've got the active section, bass, middle, treble. And it's, I think, one of the sexiest basses out there. Like just look at the shaping, man. Look at the shaping.
Oh yeah.
Like look at the curves. Like, dude.
Yes. If anybody thinks that music isn't aesthetic, think again.
Yeah.
Right?
And look at the access.
Oh yes.
Look at the access, man. You've got this.
How many frets? I mean, we got up here. Good Lord.
You know, that's the 24th fret.
Wow.
So you've got all of these notes up here. Yeah. So. Yeah, like they're just like really great basses.
Very cool.
Love this one.
Yes.
Love it. Okay. Next up.
Yeah. What's in here?
This is the F-Bass era, apparently.
Oh.
It is the banana bass.
The banana bass.
The banana bass, yeah.
A classic.
Classic.
A modern Scott Devine classic. Yeah.
The end, right?
Yeah,
I don't
awesome.
need to say anything. Yeah,
And you
great.
did the slap accelerator on this bass.
I did.
Yeah.
Did that course on it. Did the album on it.
Yeah.
With Simon recently. So this is a BN5 F-Bass, same as, but the body shape's different, right? Because it hasn't got
The same
the
access.
crazy access.
Up to the 300th fret.
Yeah, it hasn't got 300 frets. It's got 89, 21, 22 frets, which is, so it sounds, you know, because on a 24 fret bass, it doesn't sound right to me when you slap it. Yeah, so I really like less frets on a
slapper.
On a slapper, yeah. I'm trying to think of other things to say about this because I love the bass so much. I put these knobs on because they were a little bit bigger. I wanted 2 different sizes, and I wanted markers on these so I could see where I was when I was recording. These are that's the active section. Section. Both of them are bolt-ons as well, just to point that out.
Yeah, look at that.
Both bolt-ons. I love that. But also bolt-ons in a way that you can still get access right up there. There's no
like that access.
There's no heel. I like a lot of access.
Yeah, you do. You want that access, dude. I get it.
Love this bass. This still is my favorite bass.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did you just say of all time?
Yeah.
Is it it's your favorite bass of all time? Yeah.
Do you know when you do that on a gig?
And it just goes, fills
Yeah. Massive shout out to the guys over at F-Bass, Marcel and his dad George, and the whole team for making these incredible instruments. They're just really, really fantastic.
Next up.
This awesome case.
Yeah.
What we got?
What is it? What is it?
Dude, it is the F-Bass era. This is where it all started.
Oh,
yeah.
with F-Bass. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, look at that. PJ looks like a neck through.
Looks like a neck through.
But
is a bolt-on.
Bolt-on?
Yeah, bolt-on, yeah.
Whoa.
Macassar ebony fingerboard, ash center block, mahogany wings. Yeah, it's great. And Jim was saying before that this is like one of the #1 asked about basses.
Is that right?
Yeah, for SBL, the stuff that I've used in the past. Love the bass. It's got a PJ setup, and when I used it, I predominantly used it on the P pickups. If you've watched me play this bass before, this did not sound anything like a P bass in the mix of a band. It cut through the mix like a freaking axe.
Yeah.
It was a it was crazy.
Yeah.
So for anything that I wanted a P bass vibe on within a band, I played a P bass, but for other stuff, I'd use it.
Yeah.
It's a great bass. Is that just on the
P?
That's just on the P.
And bright.
Got that. Yeah.
mean, it's really cool, but doesn't sound like a P-Bass.
Doesn't sound like a P-Bass. It's definitely got its own vibe.
Yeah.
Great bass. Great bass.
Awesome.
What's this one? Oh, Mr. Allison, you.
Oh, that's fun to see.
So Ian bought me this bass. You madman! He
I
bought
did.
it and presented it to me.
Yeah.
And I bought him a present too. I bought him a bag.
Yeah.
Kubicki Factor.
Yeah.
The team at Kubicki, we love you. If you could get the 80s
Yes.
and condense it into a bass,
It's so true.
it would be the Kubicki.
Yeah, man. What did John Taylor from Duran Duran?
John Taylor.
Yeah, like these have that. I'm not thinking of the right bass line, but these have that sort of 80s snappy.
Yeah.
It's like Geddy Lee vibes, but Geddy didn't play one of these, but that's what it reminds me of.
It's so good.
And then they've got this thing.
Yeah, now this is a D tuner, but like I've got no idea why more people haven't done this before. Maybe they'd put a patent on it or something like that.
Yeah.
The awesome thing here is that you can pop this up.
Yeah, if
and
you pop
pull
it up.
that string down.
Yep.
And then now your E string is now a D string. Now, some of you might be thinking, whatever.
Yeah.
We've got these D tuners on our basses now. We can do that. No, you can't. Because all of the notes on that E string are in the same place still.
Yes, because it extends the note
It's
to
an
here.
extender.
Yeah.
Yes, it's an extender.
This then is still a G, so you can still play. But then you've got,
Exactly. Whereas on the D tune is when you tune it.
yeah, then you're playing octaves this way.
Yeah,
right?
I just can't keep track of where any of them.
And then you even have, you've got D, D sharp, E flat there. There's a small little fret right there, so you can even climb chromatically. But if you want to play an E, you have to fret it there,
Yeah.
which is so bizarre.
Yeah. Freaking awesome basses. They sound just like really unique as well. They've
Yeah.
got this awesome bridge down here. First time I saw anybody playing one of these was the great Stu Ham.
Mm-hmm.
He had this like blue burst there. Oh, so good.
Very cool.
And then what's that other guy?
Vale Johnson?
Yes, Vale Johnson.
With Kenny G.
Yeah, with Kenny G. So for me, it was Stu Ham, Vale Johnson.
Yeah.
They were the two guys that sort of like that I'd know. And then obviously John from Duran Duran.
Yeah,
They won as
that's
well.
right,
Yeah.
that's right. Yep.
Great basses. You know, like
Great.
everybody's got a couch bass. This is my couch bass. It's a little bit smaller than a regular bass.
Oh, I love it. I love that it's the couch
I think
bass.
Lisa loves it as well. Oh, you haven't seen this one.
Oh my Lord. Whoa. Ken Smith, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I just have to get used to where to play
Weird,
on one of
right?
these.
Yeah. It's really different going with through the different basses. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. Oh, it's so cool. Look at the wood sandwich on this
Yeah.
one.
They sound great. If you guys haven't played a Ken Smith before, you should absolutely check them out. They're just really beautiful.
Yeah, you make that thing sound good.
It's really nice. Like
Yeah.
it's like they truly are. I think top three, sort of like of the boutique basses. For me, Ken Smiths are in there. And Ken Smith also, he was kind of like the inventor and the innovator behind like a ton of different things that are on modern basses. I think that they made the first onboard active EQ.
Center detent pots.
Yes, do you know like the scented pots with that detent in them? The first to use that. I think that they were the first to do a 5-string?
Top loading bridge too.
Top loading bridge, yeah, like
cool.
quick release top loading bridge. Yeah. He did a bunch of awesome stuff, and their basses are just incredible. And And they cut through the mix amazingly. I'm just getting everything in there. They sound quite pokey, you know, and it's because the bridge pickup is way
So close.
Yeah, it's so close towards the bridge, and that gives them that kind of sort of like. Just hold this. I just want to show people the difference between the bridge pickup on that and this. If you hold that up, check it out. So there's like 2 inches maybe there.
Oh,
and
right.
That's sat right up against the bridge.
Yes.
So that's why this bass sounds like a lot tighter in many ways than a bass like this. This is based on the jazz bass string pickup spacing, 60s, whereas this is kind of like its own unique piece. But there was a time that you remember.
Yeah.
Some of you young dudes out there, you won't remember this, but there was a time where everybody was playing Ken Smiths.
Oh, for sure.
It was the sound, wasn't
Yes.
it? It was the sound of, what era was that? Was it like 90s?
Yeah, it was definitely mid to late 90s.
Yeah. Oh my word, Overwater's popped out. My little one, my baby. So this is another one of my like signature models. The output on this is really low.
This is almost looks like even thinner than
It's crazy thin. It's 33-inch scale.
Okay.
Look at that.
The tiniest little bridge.
A little baby bridge. Looks like it's been pulled off a uke. This isn't one bridge.
Oh, wow.
These are individual. Yeah, so we just got it and put them all together.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Now, what made you want to do like an even tighter?
This was the era
Yes.
of I was going back to the 4-string.
Got it.
I was like still playing Overwaters and still playing Overwaters, but I was like, I want to play a 4-string. I'm going back to 4. So this was in between the sort of like 5-string high C era going to a P-Bass, because that was a whole era when I played that P-Bass for a long time, for you know, a good few years. This was the sort of like era in between. It was like 4-string, but still I was holding on to sort of like
the fusion.
Yeah, tight string spacing, smaller bass, and all of that, you know. Swamp Ash body as well, so nice and light. Not as light as, say, for instance, the Gary Willis bass. Not as light as that. Got some more. Oh my word. Oh. This is one of my favorites.
What is in here?
This is one of my favorites.
Oh my Lord. I didn't think you had this one today.
Yeah.
I've never seen this in the flesh.
Have you not?
Nope.
Oh wow. So this is a Manne bass.
Oh my God.
6-string, 32-inch scale, and kind of like a work of art.
Yes.
Like it just kind of looks like a work of art. One magnetic pickup, it's also got a piezo in there as well. Crazy solid neck, because of the construction of it, is like multi-laminate.
Yes.
Do you know like the Kubicki?
Yeah.
It's kind of like crazy,
Yeah,
sort of
super
like
stiff. It looks like a cross between Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. So do you have piezo pickup? I know I'm probably saying that wrong. I always say it wrong. And magnetic on it?
Yeah. That's the
Magnetic.
magnetic. That's piezo.
Man, that's beautiful.
And then mixed is that.
I gotta try it. Can I try it?
Yeah, do you want to put it on yours? Oh yeah.
Wow, cool.
Sounds mega, doesn't it?
Really
That's super
cool.
Cool, yeah.
Gorgeous bass.
But you keep that. God, I love this bass.
We have another Ken Smith. Yeah. What year?
Oh. 84, I think, 84. This is awesome. So this is a vintage Ken Smith. You just can't get them. So there's a few different things about this that are really unique. It's like a fully overlaid walnut top. It's the first time I've ever seen one that was like that. Full overlaid top, 1984, Ken Smith, made by Vinny Federa and Joey from Federa when they were just young ones.
Yeah.
You know.
Show that neck joint, that Federa.
Federa neck joint, yeah.
How they do the dovetail. That was inspired by an upright repair, I heard.
Is that what it was?
It was like a reset of an upright neck, and it was the inspiration for how to build this joint.
Yeah. Just a great bass. Doesn't sound like any other bass I've played.
Right. There's a clarity too, like down low.
It sounds like a synth bass, you know. It's got that, yeah. Got that sort of like weird kind of like bendy string thing that Ken Smiths do. They've got this weird string tension that I love. Yeah, love it. Oh, this is a bit of a beast.
My lord. You got that low action, dude.
So this one is a VF6, F-Bass VF6. It's different because the body shape is slightly different, and it's got the more traditional, it's got the angular jazz bass pickups.
These sound great.
Yeah, it sounds really cool. It's a great sounding bass. Out of the two, I prefer the BN5 in terms of shape. I got this and I was like playing it, I was like,
It's massive. I
maybe,
mean, the neck
maybe I'm not a six-string player. Yeah, it was one of these kind of like experimental kind of stages where...
Bottom end is so nice though on it. Wow. Jeez.
Yeah, it's like
Strings are nice and fresh though too, right?
Yeah, great bass though.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you haven't played this?
I haven't even seen it in the flesh. This one is a beast.
You might know this bass already.
Oh.
And I've kept stum about it. I made a video about this and then I was like, I need to buy this bass.
Oh, incredible. Can I play the riff?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude.
So this is the bass that Don't Stop Believin' by Journey was played on. This is the bass.
Yeah.
That's the vibe, isn't it? Yeah.
Wow. It feels so solid. It's
crazy,
really cool.
isn't it? Yeah, it's really heavy. It's an Ovation Magnum
Yeah.
from the 80s.
And that was just on the bridge pickup with the EQ kind of set.
Yeah.
Like you guys had it set in that video.
Exactly that, yeah.
But if you go neck pickup and turn off the chorus.
And that's on this huge mammoth of a pickup. Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah, it's
vintage vibe. Wow.
It's a cool bass.
Signed by Mr. Ross Valerie himself.
Signed, yeah, in 2002. Yeah, it's a piece of history.
It's in amazing shape too.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was really stoked that I got that bass. I was like over the moon. Like over the moon. No. No. We got two more.
Only two more.
Oh, you haven't seen this one? This is a killer bass.
Oh, I have not. How do you say the name of this brand?
Alleva Coppolo?
Alleva?
Coppolo?
Okay.
Coppolo?
We both don't know. Oh, yeah.
It's like gnarly. It's
Right.
awesome.
Snappy jazz bass.
Yeah.
Oh. Dude, this is a sleeve roller. Oh. Wow, that's so fun.
It's a
Oh, and it's
really
light.
yeah.
Beautiful color. Oh,
I've
come
wanted
on.
one of these forever. Check out the fingerboard as well. Like the fingerboard's really nice. It's kind of sort of like this swooshy rosewood.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And even how it's bound over the overhang.
Yeah.
Like that's really cool.
Yeah. So it's made by Jimmy Coppolo. Jimmy's known for making basses that are based on the Fender, the Fender kind of platform, jazz basses, P basses. It's actually an active, so the only difference is from a regular kind of Fender is that it's active, but it is a killer bass. Actually.
It's very cool.
Really love it. Really love the neck. Everything about it. I think the weight's bang on.
Yep.
Love this here. Mass production is for soda pop and automobiles. Yeah. And I think oh no, it's stamped in. Some of them have actually got it where he's just got like an engraver and just written the serial number on the back.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. If you see these for sale, like, highly recommended. Okay, this is it, last one.
Oh, dear God. I mean, I've seen it before. I've played it a lot, but still, the top on this, is this Shadua or Shedua?
No,
How do you
spruce, flame spruce.
Okay, yeah, but I think I said it wrong. I mean, I'm saying all the
Shedua, that's Shedua. Yeah.
But this is spruce?
This is flamed spruce. It's a Wal Mk I. And this particular bass was used, you can see John Taylor playing it. Was it John Taylor playing it? Was it John Taylor, Gav?
Yes.
Yeah, John Taylor playing it in, what's the...
Live Aid?
Live Aid, yeah, the first song for Live Aid. That massive, feed the world. And this is the bass in the video.
That's
yeah.
easy. And this was like Wal's contribution to that.
I have the letter that... Yeah, they wrote to Bob Geldof. I've got the letter, and it says, here, please accept this bass as our contribution to the Live Aid event.
They sound so cool.
Yeah, they sound great. And they feel... like just super unique as well.
Beautiful.
Like the necks are, they've got like a V shape on the back of the neck.
I'm just like
can you
this.
see
I'm like
it?
this.
Can you see that, Gav? There's like a V. There's a slight V shape.
Yeah.
Was it Fender did the slight V's, didn't they? Like Clapton.
Yeah.
On his signature Strat, he had a V-shaped neck.
Man, what a cool instrument. Yeah. I always think, what's the...
Yeah.
Flea on Blood Sugar.
Magic,
and then
yeah.
also, you've got Geddy Lee, playing... Man, so cool. And then the filter section. We've talked about this before, but it's pretty fun to just hear this.
It's crazy, right? Yeah.
Low pass filters on each pickup. So the tonal options are crazy.
Yeah.
Neck pickup is really interesting too.
Do you want to show them yours? You bought one. Do you want to? Where is it?
It's right here. It's been here the whole time.
Grab it. People have probably been looking at it thinking, what the heck?
I did. I bought one. Look at this. Oh, Wenge 88 Wal. Let me see that cable.
Yeah, so what's the difference between these two bass? Obviously, same shape, same pickups, same electronics.
Yeah.
Wal made all of their own stuff. Pickups, bridge, electronics. Was it tuners? No, they didn't
Shaler
do
made
the
the
tuners,
tuners, yeah.
but everything else was their own, right? So mahogany core, the difference is the top. You've got this Wenge top and back,
Yeah.
where I've got the this flame spruce. And your neck's thicker, right?
Yeah, the neck is a little even more V-shaped and thick on this one.
Yeah.
But I think they sound similar.
Hotter output?
Maybe. New strings.
Yeah, like I think that's a hotter output. Completely different.
Totally different. This one is like... mid-rangier.
That sounds like more like a traditional bass.
Yes,
that sounds like more of a jazz bass.
A jazz bass. That's what.
How weird is that,
dude? When I plugged it in, I was like, it sort of sounds like a jazz bass to me.
Yeah.
But then it still has all that crazy like wall.
Yeah.
That is insane. The sound of that.
How do you have to do with the pickup height? I wonder. Your pickups are really a lot closer.
What do you prefer?
I think I prefer the sound of yours.
Oh, really?
I think, yeah. It sounds just bigger.
After the shoot, we'll crank up your pickups. I fell in love with this bass when I was over here the last time and played it, and was like, oh, okay, I need to find one.
Hence.
And I found this one in the UK. This is like the English contribution to the electric bass in terms of shape, electronics, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think.
100%.
This is like a UK bass,
It's
dude.
a classic bass. Like these were like Mick Khan. Like there's so many great players that played these, and I think that there's nothing else like them either. They're really unique in their shape, but also their kind of like approach to electronics was kind of wild as well. And and there's a bunch of. We were experimenting with this bass a few months ago, and we were like getting like that sound that Flea got on Blood Sugar Sex Magic, Justin Chancellor, what he got on the Tool records.
Yeah.
And it's something that's kind of really unique to wall basses. The downside of the wall basses are they're freaking expensive.
Oh, they're crazy.
They're crazy expensive because supply and demand is a thing. They barely make any of them anymore.
Right.
The two original founders have both passed.
Yeah.
That's why they're just crazy expensive. So keep a lookout for them. I have seen a few that come up that are cheap. I have seen a few.
I will say I got a pretty good deal on this.
Yeah, you did. Didn't you?
How'd you do on this?
Not a good deal. Not a good, like the stitches around this side of my kidney are just like healing up.
Yeah.
This was not a good deal because it was a one of one. Of course. It was super expensive.
I tease you.
Yeah. But dudes, thanks for hanging with us today. Let us know if you want us to do more like bass collection videos, because somebody else has got a lot of basses as well. Somebody in the room might have a lot of basses. And in all seriousness, I am thinking about getting rid of some of these basses. So make sure that you go to scottsbasslessons.com, get signed up on the email list, because if I do let any of them go, I will be giving those guys on the email list a shout first as like first refusal and stuff like that, because I know that they'll be snapped up super fast. So yeah, dudes, this is it. We did it.
Oh, so fun.
We did a thing. Anyway, dudes, we'll see you next time. Take it easy. See you in a bit. Bye.